Hello, this is William TDR. I created and run the Lifeboat server network for Minecraft Pocket Edition. First of all, let me apologize because this video is coming out way later than it should have. This is an update video for the Lifeboat network, and I said on Twitter that I was going to get this out a couple of mornings ago, and stuff happened in real life, and I was tired, and it just did not end up actually happening until today, so let me apologize for that. Secondly, I am playing Sand Wars on the Overcast network. The Overcast network is actually a really awesome network for Minecraft PC Edition. They have some really unique mini games, and I'm excited to maybe do more videos on their network in the future if you guys like this kind of different gameplay. The object of Sand Wars is there are two teams, the red team, the blue team, and you are trying to just kill as many players in the other team as possible, like in many other games. However, you are all on sand that can fall with torches that cause block updates, and you have TNT, and so there's a lot of different gameplay elements. My strategy is generally to try to shoot people off the platforms, as you'll see in this video, and it tends to be a fairly well working thing, because then they just fall into the void and die, and yeah, it works. So anyway, it's a fun game, lots of strategic elements, and I hope you will enjoy the video. So let's go ahead and get on into it. 0.9.0/0.9.1 came out within this last week here. The reason why I say 0.9.0/1 is because 0.9.0 came out but had some pretty horrible bugs, which the memory issues, especially on iOS, had lots of problems. Then Tommaso, he said that, well, in response to this, we're going to remove the Infinite Worlds option from several devices. The iPhone 4, I believe, the iPad 1, and a couple of other things. And the reason for this is because the devices just simply could not handle it with the processors and things like that. Personally, I think I was I wish the developers of MCPE wouldn't have done that. I don't know how bad the specs of the devices are themselves, but even if it's a little laggy, I think you should still be able to play Infinite Worlds in those devices, and especially it might make it a bit rough for servers as well, because the iPhone 4 is not that old of a device, and so if we have to somehow set up different worlds for all the devices that can't handle it, that'll be a huge pain. So hopefully they work something better out there. And then they released 0.9.1 for Android, and they submitted it to Apple, and it should be released on the iOS App Store in a couple of days here, with a bug fix for the memory issues, among a couple of other things. And at least on Android, probably on iOS too, they introduced more bugs, namely the rainbow grass problems again, different colors of grass in the savanna biome, and then along the edges of rivers as well. You can look at my Twitter for a picture of that if you have not already seen that. So there will probably be a 0.9.2. In fact, Johan and Tommaso were tweeting up something to that effect. I don't really have any news for you in that regard, because they've been kind of quiet as to what they're going to change in this next 0.9.2 release, but we'll see. I can't expect anything major, because really they're just rushing to fix all the bugs and problems that people were having as a result of the update, and it's a lot less smooth than I had thought it was going to go. Frankly, I'm surprised that Mojang did not test it on lower memory devices, but hey, I'm learning, they're learning, and there you go, everything's good. On the server side of things, my experiment over this last couple of weeks was entitled Lifeboat Chaos. That was the Anarchy server that I was working on. It was sort of, it had no rules, no login. I eventually ended up disabling the chat because it was just getting way too spammy, and there were way too many people joining and quitting, and I was working with Known Unknown, or Andrew Pan, on that, and you can look at his Twitter for more information on what him and I are working on. But basically, it was a Anarchy server for 0.9.0, and what was interesting about it is because it was one of the only servers that was actually functioning for 0.9. Still is, even though we took it down. It's just the problem why people haven't been releasing 0.9 servers, well, I haven't been releasing 0.9 servers, which leads me into my next topic, which is Pocket Mine, and why you're not going to see Lifeboat survival games, or Lifeboat Capture the Flag, or Lifeboat Infinitely updated in the near future, because of Pocket Mine's issues with CPU usage, a lot of features being missing, and they're very buggy. There's a lot of things that need to get done before we can actually release it, and Pocket Mine is the server software, that's the program that's running on all the computers that we use to host all these games, and it's not ready for 0.9 yet. The creator of it and the main developer, I would say only developer, but there are a couple of other people that do things on it too, and I occasionally tweet things as well to the code, and that is, he decided to do a complete rewrite of the software in hopes of better performance at the same time of when 0.9.0 comes out, and because stuff did not materialize, what ended up happening is now we just don't have any server software to work off of that's usable from a development standpoint. So that's a lot of technical flowery languages there. I apologize for that, but basically we're not ready yet. We are missing some software. All the servers are to make our servers function well, and hopefully that will be completed within the next couple of weeks here, and then you'll be able to play in your games and our games and everyone else's servers again. But this is outside of my control right now, and I'm sincerely sorry. If I could do something, I would, and that's why I've been trying in Lifeboat Chaos and things like that to come up with a solution or something that would work in the meantime, but I can't. So I'll keep trying to think of things. I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter as things progress. For now, if you can, downgrade to 0.9 or 0.8.1, which is a difficult thing for most people. I don't even know if it's possible on iOS if you have the right files, but if you can downgrade, our servers still are available on 0.8.1, and you can continue playing on them there. Otherwise, if you try to connect to 0.9.0 to any of our servers, you will get an outdated server error because we are just simply not ready yet. So apologies for that. So that's what's going on with Lifeboat Chaos and all the rest of our servers. Lifeboat Chaos ultimately failed because it would crash a lot, and what we determined was that it was just simply not a fixable item. The reasons that it was crashing, Sochi Cervantes, who's the same guy that does the Pocket Mine stuff, just explained that there are some things that we just simply cannot fix with the Mojang server software that we're using. We were hosting that off a Minecraft Pocket Edition instance actually, and it was fine. I mean, after we disabled the chat, it was playable, and you could get maybe 200 players in a single server, which is fine, and it was reasonably fine. I mean, it had its problems, and we didn't have any plugins or mini games or sophisticated stuff like that, but heck, it was something at all, and unfortunately we don't have that anymore, so because it just crashes too much. But maybe when the next bug fix updates here, Mojang will get that so it's a bit more stable and we'll have something there. But I will continue to monitor all these things fairly closely, and as soon as we can get some servers up, we will definitely get some servers up. So that's pretty much it for Lifeboat news. As far as everything else, I guess for Pocket Edition community news, there's the whole issue of some PC YouTubers, the Diamond Minecart, the True Triz, Jason. They're coming in, they're doing a couple of Minecraft Pocket Edition videos demoing the 0.9 update. And a lot of YouTubers in our community reacted negatively to this, claiming that, look, you're stealing our territory, that they're going to appear higher in search results, and really damage the Minecraft Pocket Edition YouTube community, which I guess they have a valid point in some cases. However, I don't really think the right response is to go and leave a lot of hateful comments on the YouTubers' videos, which is what a lot of people in the community did. And so if you're out there and you're leaving a lot of comments on videos and trying to stir up some things here, please don't escalate this problem anymore. Honestly, I think that if PC players want to come and make Pocket Edition videos, and if they're of good quality content, like, honestly, the Diamond Minecart's video is absolutely amazing. That was some of the best Pocket Edition content I've seen so far. And honestly, if they want to make good content, then that's fine, and they are helping our community by bringing more people in and showing what an awesome game this and how fun this really can be, and all in your pocket too. And if they're making bad videos, then they're not going to, then they should not be ranking that highly in search results, and hopefully people will realize this and they won't damage the community that much. So going out there and yelling at them for it, I really don't feel helps anything. So that's all I have for Pocket Edition news. I recently got a Raspberry Pi, which is a $25 little tiny computer. It's about a credit card size, very, very light, and you can use this. It runs a desktop operating system, and you can use it to program. I'm specifically using it as a internet radio tool of sorts. That's my latest little hobby project, so that's my next thing that I'm working on. So thanks for watching this whole video. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that's where I put all the timely information and new updates and things like that. So hopefully if you can take a look there, that's the best way to contact me as well. I don't reply to many messages, but I do read all of them. So if you want to get an idea across or leave some feedback on a poll I'm doing or something like that, that's the best place to do it. So anyway, thanks for watching.